to market on pound JPY. And why I'm doing it? Because guys asked me to look at it. And I've waited a bit and we're about ready. So let's roll the intro and I'll tell you all about it.
Matron, take them away.
Okay guys, hope you're well. It's Friday. It's a hard day to trade at the best of times. And what we're going to look at, as I was saying, is pound JPY. Now, if I flick the charts over, I've already pre-marked this for the guys. And I'll kind of show you where it's come from. This is our Discord. We're in here every day having a bit of a chat and a sing-song and one thing and another. I dropped in trade idea earlier on. Get to the pub, boy, get to the pub. And I've done the breakdown here already.
Okay, guys.
And it's also following on from this. Now, this is the strength sheet. Now, I update this as well in the bias, which is here. Now, once the strengths are put in place, it starts going into the bias section, which is here. Now, what it's telling me, it's currently 10:30, so this hour, they knew I'm looking for buys, monitor it in the hour, it's pretty good, and it's starting to show signs across the board. So that's some heads up, and they had the video as well done at the same time. So they've had a good hour to half an hour to have a look at this, and we've been talking about it this morning in the Zoom call. Now, if I come down here, it'll start telling me. So you're looking at like 20 pips as a minimum target. So it's a good product. It's a good product to work with. Now, down in here, the market call, again, it's in here. This is where we all get together. And as you can see, there's quite a bunch of us start talking and we go through everything. And that's done on the morning. So this is where it's come from, and it's kind of a little salute to Bubbles because he requested it, and the rest of the guys that are in there. So if I'm buying it, where am I going to buy it and why am I going to buy it? Well, you can see it's pushing down. I told the guys they need to be a bit careful with this because it's stretching out. And if it's stretching out, up here is probably about as far as it's going to get. So what we're going to do is we're going to look to figure out, oh, fantastic, got me coffee. Well, I like you, you can come again. Because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee and he likes it in his Scruffy mug. And if you want a sort of Scruffy mug, there's a little shelf somewhere in the description. Keeps her happy. Right, let's have a little look. So this is the hourly, you can see it's pushing up, pushing up. And we've had a strong candle here. Well, if I drop it into 15 minutes, we'll be able to see that candle. There it is. And its makeup, it's come down, it's pushing. We can actually use that to get some entry points. So get a fib tool, pull that down to where it started. So it's the first candle of the move to the top of the move, which is actually that red one there. So that's the very top before it locked into stone. What we can do now, we can put in what's called entry exits. Dead simple. It's a very simple strategy, this, guys. Once you've got it all in place, you now just buy or sell these levels, running to a minimum target. Now, the minimum targets on these is around 20 pips. Now, might seem a bit ambitious, but on this particular pair, not so much. That's why the sheet has the minimums and maximums on. Okay, so now I need to figure out where 20 pips is, because I don't really want to be in the markets any longer than I have to today, because we've got non-farm payroll this afternoon and there's quite a bit of news in and around. So if I'm targeting that level, I really need to be buying down here. But if I'm buying at this level, then that's where I'm probably going to target to. So you can sort of use this as a bit of a grid. Or if you want to scalp it, which is kind of what we're going to do today, you can go, well, from there to there, maybe get 10 pips. But ideally, you want it up to about 20. So are we ready to go to market? Well, that's what we're about to find out. And we'll have a little wee look. Now, you do that with kind of a 5-minute chart. But let's have a look at the bigger picture first. So you can see there's a lot of strength coming into this. And it's working its way up. It's in and around here. But it looks like it's trying to get to this area here. All right, might take it all day to do it. But why this area? Well, you can see it's stalled there in the past. It's also tested it here, but it is a compression cluster point just there. So up here is where it's trying to get to. Come down a frame. Well, you can see there's this big old move here. Okay. Now, if I draw a fib off that, I can't put one in as yet because it hasn't locked in. In other words, this would be kind of hypothetical because that move hasn't finished. And I know it hasn't finished because it hasn't breached the 23. But if it doesn't go any higher than this point, that's where it's coming first to this 38, which happens to line up with this high time frame support and resistance. And also this 50 lines up with that support and resistance, which then this lines up with a high time frame fib. And again, that one lines up with a support and resistance. Now, these are all drawn from very high time frames, your dailies, etc. And look, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the key levels for fib, 4 of them married up to key stall points. That's why fibs and levels work really well. They constantly repeat. But we're looking at the anchor, which is here. See the pressure's still in there, pushing up. What we're going to do is we're going to take it to 5 minutes to see. I'm going to start the buying process on this level here. So let me just drop in the first order. Just like so. And we're going to set it initially for 20 pips. Just like so. Right. Ah, bugger. It's clipped it in already. So it's a bit earlier than I anticipated because I wanted to drag it onto there, but it's clipped it in. So fine, I'll just leave it. Okay. So now these are reasonably spaced out. I can buy this level, this level, this level down over. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put an order on here and here. And we're going to target up into the marketplace. Now let me just adjust something. That's it. Bingo. Right. I'll just drop this in. I'm going to set that one to 20 pips as well. Okay. Right. So this is one of the beauties of trading in the moment live. When you make a mistake, which I just have, it's not a mistake really. I wanted that to be set here. It's just in that slight bit earlier. You get the good with the bad. Now, this is my secondary order. I always break my orders up. I don't go 100% market on point of entry. To me, that's just foolhardy and stupid. And if you oversize your position, that's foolhardy and stupid as well. So you break it up, it reduces exposure, and I need to get it to here. So if that triggers, I'll pull that into there. I'll get 20 pips off this and a bonus off that. If it doesn't trigger, it'll run up to there. I still get my 20 pips and I'm quite happy. And that's the basis of this trade. Now I'm prepared to let this run all the way down to here. And then from that point, I'm into damage control and I've got to decide what I'm going to be doing. So in the meantime, let's play this out and away we go. Okay guys, I've decided to kill the trade. I should have took it out earlier on when it was up here. That was at 12:15. But I had an inkling that it's going to hit the level that I'm after. But there's a bit of an issue here. And that issue is called non-farm payroll. And there's a spike in the market because the news events start around 1:15 and it's now 1:10. I don't want to be in the news, so I've taken the decision to kill off the trades. Now I need to close the tickets off, so that's it, got no more tickets. Now the reason I put that down there is very simple. If it slams down, I'm still of the impression it's going to go up. And I've still got an inkling this might go up. But you've got to play it safe. And if you don't, well, then it becomes a gamble. I'd rather just take the money or take a punch in the nose, whichever way, and accept it. And I'll be quite happy with the outcome. Now, if I just look up here, I should be able to get that news announcement for you so you can see it. And as you can see, the market is pulling back on itself. So I was right to take the money when I did. Again, you've just got to watch what's going on and take it when it's offered. So if we come down here, as we see, 1:30, so everything starts gearing up in the next 5 minutes or so, 1:15. That 15-minute candle is really important. Now, okay, it's Canadian news that started. It's not really going to affect the pound JPY, but something that will is this bit here. The non-farm payroll will ripple through the US dollar, which will naturally ripple to the pound, and the pound will then ripple onto pound JPY. I don't want to be involved in it, guys. I just rather sit it out, see what happens, and then go from there. And that's it. That's one of the beauties of trading. You've got to know when to get out. Unlike the wild wonder here, who doesn't know when to get out there.
Get out of what?
Paying your debts to me.
That'll never end.
You're right, it doesn't either. Bloody hell. But you made me coffee, so I'll let you off.
Oh, that's kind, isn't it?
So,
Me jacket as well.
yeah, she is wearing my jacket. Apparently it's cold up here today. I don't think it's that cold at all, to be honest.
Is it?
Huh?
You want to get yourself in the garage?
Well, it's a bit cold outside. So there we go. So again, it's just a trade backing up what I said to the guys in the squad. And if you want to come along, we'll make you most welcome. We will take the mickey out of you because that's what we do. But we'll also put you on the right track when it comes to trading, because I might clown around and I do get slagged off for it. But I do it because it's my job and I need to do it. Keep my sanity. I'm not one of these that's going to be there with a shirt and tie and go, oh yes, this is what you do and one thing. Although Joanne said next week we should be the polished trader. We should do everything straight, no Mickey takes, no nothing, and see if people like that rather than just what we do. I disagree. I prefer living in the moment and showing you as we are, because we don't script nothing. We just go for it. But if you want to see it all polished and fake, I can do that for about, well, in fact, it will be polished.
You can't.
Eh? You're right, I can't. I can only be me. So if you like it, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, it was great seeing you here. And I do wish you well in your journey. But this is my journey. And I prove it every single day. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed. But above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all in the next one.